what is that job that even if I'm not paid for it, I would do it for free just for the joy of doing. Okay, so there are basically two ways, okay, to find out what interests you. One is what Abraham talks about. That is, you either take your path of least resistance. So whatever job is in front of you and it serves a purpose, take it, do it, and along with that you can create a new path. So for the time being, whatever work you're doing, that is working for you, and you ask yourself, what is that dream job that I'm reaching for? So you have to think about it, how it feels, and you have to collect the feeling components of it. So to start that flow, okay, when you don't have any idea what the job is, you start with very general emotions. You know, okay, you want to be interested in that job where you feel energy flowing through you and you're looking forward to work in that job every day. Okay, and how else do you want it to feel? You want it to feel comfortable, something fresh that gives you a feeling of freshness, and you want to be passionate about it, you want to be good at what you do, and it gives you a feeling of accomplishment. And the more you start with this general thing, then it will evolve, even the visualization process. So then you will start seeing something more specific in that feeling. How you want to feel in that office. And okay, one of the things, again, what I did was, because I'm a very visual person, I look at pictures. So the first picture I posted about the job was just a couch, and there's this girl sitting on that couch with her laptop, and she's looking good, and there's a feeling of coziness, security, and confidence. And I really loved those pictures, so I cut those pictures, and this was before I knew exactly what I want to do. So I pasted those pictures, and it gave me a feeling, so it just felt good. It started flowing my energy for that thing. So it was not connected to any particular job. It was just that feeling of being independent and being secure, having money, having resources, and doing something, and being good at something, and being passionate about something. And that's how I attracted my dream job. That is one path that you can take. And the other path is what I have learned from Michael teachings. When you know what the soul intentions are, and you can see what are those things, what are your intentions, and normally you will have a feeling about it, that this is what I like. And if you don't have it, that also helps to know what is a good path to take. So for me, I always like talking and inspiring people, or all these conversations, but I was not really thinking in terms of having it as a career or anything. But it's something that I am really passionate about, or I feel, okay, I'm meant to do this. And now when I know I'm a priest, and that is very much on the path of the life work that I came here to do. I might do it as a career or I might not, but it's something worth accomplishing because it feels like me, and I have all the resources set up for me to be that. So I really love doing that. The thing is, whenever we try to create something, we try to go for something really big, okay? Not just in terms of what we want, but we want that manifestation to just be there tomorrow, or the high of it. When there is no energy flowing, you cannot just get there tomorrow, okay? So I will give you an example of, again, like what I did. I had a particular job, and there was a time I was not that fulfilled. I felt my creative energy was not flowing as much because most of the day-to-day work was not that creative in nature. So I made a list of things that I generally enjoy, okay? And of course, it was not that clear that I would take it as a career the next day. So I was doing my job, but ultimately it's something, that we are reaching for those manifestations, not just as a job. We want to experience it, okay? And when things start flowing and you're moving in that direction, that feels very, very satisfying. So for me, I remember that list, and few of the things were, I said I like to be on the stage and just do anchoring or something. Okay, that was one thing. The second was about I was of course working in the refinery, but I said I'm very creative in nature, and I'm very visual in nature. So something, and I'm good at doing some creative stuff. So I said I want to I like doing some graphic stuff. And of course these were not developed in momentum so that I can take that as a career the next day. The moment you think in those terms, then you have these thoughts of, oh, I don't have a degree, I don't yet know because I'm just starting out. But ultimately what I'm wanting is to experience those things. And when I made that list, I just made it as a list. I was not thinking how is it going to happen. Okay, so I made that list, and there were a few other items on the list. I said I also like event, planning events. So basically I just wrote things that I am interested to do, not really connecting it as a career or as a job. And in the days to follow, see, I remember these three things because they manifested in the job I was in. And when I was making the list, if someone had told me those things are possible being in this job, I would not have believed. So the first thing and because you have made that list, when the opportunities show up in that job or outside of it, you will recognize it because you have made it clear to yourself, these are the things that I enjoy doing. So I remember a few days later, there was some event, and I got an email, if someone is interested to do anchoring for the event, please send us your email. And I recognized it, that because I had made that list, the universe gave me an opportunity. And otherwise maybe I would not be that interested, or I would not take out that extra time to do it. I would have said, oh, I'm already busy with my work, and this is something that is an extra job. So, but because I recognized it, I sent an email, I did anchoring for that event, and I was just amazed at, the whole experience, because it was extra special, because I knew universe gave me that opportunity. That was one thing. And the second thing was, in the project that I was working in, my boss gave me an opportunity to be involved in, making graphics. And I recognized it, and my company had not changed, basically my job had not changed, but I just found that opportunity right where I was. And for next few months I was so involved in developing graphics for the project, because I knew it was something I had attracted and I was really passionate about. Okay. And the third thing was, again, a colleague of mine had got married, and again my boss was like, can you arrange an event for the couple, from the team we can give them a welcome party. And again I recognized it, I hosted and arranged everything for the event. So that is when I saw, or as an example in my own life, that what I can add things to right where I am. I just have to flow the energy without using these limiting beliefs that it cannot happen, and just start dreaming and identifying what are the things that I want, and they will happen. So there was a big list of these 3 things I remember. And the more you do it, then it's also about, when you do it, you will also see if those are the things that you really want to take up as career, or they're just things that you like experiencing. And another thing about career, is how I found what I want to do was, I used to ask myself, what is that job that even if I'm not paid for it, I would do it for free, just for the joy of doing. And that really gives me the answer to what is my passion. If I'm not given any money, no recognition, no fame, what is that thing that I would want to do for the rest of my life, just for the joy of doing? And I just feel that source energy flowing through me, and I feel really passionate about. And I have a feeling that whatever that answer is the path where you will be most successful, where you will find the most money, because you're not doing it for that, and it's just energy flowing through you, and you're most capable of allowing abundance to flow through you and to you.